the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jameis now on first down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. That's second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Winston. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run it with Carson, and he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. The completion there for Winston. And Jameis, of course, kind of such a boom or bust proposition at the quarterback position. He can light you up or he can give games away. So defensively, what's the mindset with a quarterback like that?
For me, it's playing more coverage than it is blitzing him, because I think that he has so much confidence in his arm. He may take an extra chance or two, and if you have enough guys downfield, you get those tip balls, or you're able to make a play on the football at the point where the ball gets to the receiver, then you've got a chance to make some good plays against Jameis.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing, Winston. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Carson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Here's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Darren Fells, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. A 1st down throw, Darnold. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start. And he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now a give right side Swift.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. A pass for 7 is intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this out past the 25. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Texans football to start quarter 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On play action, Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
To try again after the sack. Winston. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
That catch good for only a couple. I've worked with you long enough now to know you like that decision. Go safe, pressure coming, hit your guy underneath.
It's an excellent decision, but he knew it came with consequences, and that's him getting hit on the play, but able to dump it to his running back and gain some yardage. I liked everything about it, especially his ability to stay in the pocket and execute.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now it's Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Oh, Foster staying down after that last play. Let's hope he's okay. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Winston. Flushed out right. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Play action. It's Darnold. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Winston now. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Winston. And he will find his man, Samuel. And, Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Here's Winston. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. On 1st down, it's Carson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Winston. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Here's Carson. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
6-yard line. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll try to run with Carson, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Chris Carson, as the first half is winding down. And the Texans would extend their lead here just before halftime. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver.
And he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Darnold, and that is incomplete here.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
29 is Mike 29. Ready. 29 is Mike.
Here's Darnold. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They go play action. Winston. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Now a give right side. Carson shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They run again with Carson. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. Dodges him at the 50, and he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Off the play fake, Winston. Open man, the tight end falls. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now Winston. That's Samuel, caught left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Jameis to throw it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Play action now, Winston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right, because this team felt like they let one get away in the opener. And not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything went wrong in game 1. They took care of business with it in game 2.
The Browns drive about to get started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, it's Darnold. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Throwing again is Darnold. He'll drop this one off to Swift. Nifty move. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Cortland Sutton, 34 yards. And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So here's Darnold now as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They go back to Carson here on 2nd.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. To return is McKenzie. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold. He completes this to Sutton. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Here's Darnold. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Powers through. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And this will be a Texans 1st down as he'll get this up to the 25. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Carson the 1st down and more. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
1st down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Carson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Second and 11. Now a give right side. Carson. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll toss it out to Carson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. McKenzie now to return it. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Off of play action, Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Winston goes ahead, takes the knee, and that should be all she wrote. Good bounce-back win. They take the knee, can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realizes there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value.